Okay, we're finally up to suspended chords. These are the last of the three-note chords we'll go over. And they're really quite easy once you understand major chords. Suspended chords are of two types, the suspended 4 and the suspended 2. And their name comes from the note that you play to change the chord. Remember, in a major chord, you're playing like in C major, you're playing C, E, and G, which are the first, third, and fifth notes of the C major scale. A suspended 4 says, take that middle note, the third of the scale, and replace it with the fourth note from the scale, which in C would be F. So here's what a C major sounds like, and here's what a C suspend 4 sounds like. And I'm sure you can hear the difference. And then similarly, a suspend 2 means start with the major and replace the middle note, which is the third note of the scale, with the second note from that scale, or replace 3 with 2. So here's C major, and here's sus 2. Okay? Now, as you listen to those, you can probably hear that they have tension in them, and that's where the term suspended chord comes from. It feels like, when you're playing those chords, it feels like you're being suspended, like you're going to fall, or something's going to happen. So here's the fourth, and here's the second. And in both cases, they resolve back to the one you replaced them with, which is the third, which resolves the tension and gets you back to the major. And so here's what a 4 back to a major sounds like. And then a suspended 2 back to a major sounds like this. And then if you put them back to back, you go from a 4 to a major to a 2 to a major. You actually get a little melody going on in the middle between the two notes that don't change. Here's what it sounds like. I'll start with the 4, then I'll go to the major, then I'll go to the 2, and then I'll go back to the major. And that's actually used in songs when it works for the melody. The symbology of it, or how you notate it, is C, like if it's a C suspend 4, it would be C and then sus 4 above it. Or if it was a suspend 2, it would be C or whatever with a sus 2 above it. And to build it again in the key of C, it would be C, F, and G for suspend 4, and it would be C, D, and G for suspend 2. So if we were to start and say we wanted to build a D suspend 4, we'd start with D major, which would be D, F sharp, and A. We'd replace the third, the middle note, with the fourth note from that scale, which in D is this G, so a D suspend 4 would be D, G, A. And then if we wanted to build a suspend 2, we'd take the D major, and we replace the third note of that, or the middle note of that chord, the third note of that scale, with the second note from the scale of D major, which in this case would be E. So a D suspend 2 would be D, E, and A. It sounds like this. It's hard to do. And again, you can hear that both of these want to resolve back to the major. The Beatles song, You've Got to Hide Your Love Away, it sounds like this. And you can see what they're doing there is just what I said. They're doing the suspended fourth, the major, the suspended second, back to the major, and that works in the melody they're trying to convey. So suspended chords, I get more comments on those than any other when I'm playing. People seem to recognize them right away, and I think that it's a very satisfying thing for us to hear a suspended chord resolved like that, and I think that's why they were popular for a long time.